Welcome to FP Executive. I'm joined today by Doug Jones from IBM's Cloud Computing Unit. Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
Now, cloud computing is a term that is fairly new to me. I discovered it recently, and investigating it, I kind of think of it as a way to warehouse data off-site. Could you tell us a bit about what cloud computing is?
Sure. Well, cloud computing is really about an end user going to a central location to procure, to use IT services.
I see.
So, it's data off-site, but it's more than that. It's buying IT services through a central location.
Now, you say buying IT services. Now, I'm kind of thinking of like storing data. I remember I used to go into the bank data rooms, for example, in the past, and they had this massive footprint.
Yes.
And what I've been reading about cloud computing is that some people are finding efficiencies by sort of outsourcing that part of it. What is the sort of, you say that you're buying IT services, so it's not just storage, it's also like other things as well?
Right. Well, in the past, we really did IT by selling our clients components,
okay.
IT components. Mm-hmm. This is about actually going and using a service.
A service.
And that service is available anywhere, anytime, over the internet.
Okay.
And it's ease of use. So anyone can go use it anywhere, anytime, any place.
Now, is this something that that people are very familiar with right now, or is it just sort of a new thing coming up in terms of businesses starting to use this?
No, I think it's really hyped up to the max right now.
Okay.
I think any article you can pick up, you can read about cloud computing. So
okay.
it's really it's really out there right now.
What about the uptake, though? Are businesses just starting to get into this, or has it been going on now for a couple of years?
I think it has been going on for a couple of years, but businesses are really uptaking it very, very quickly, actually surprisingly quickly. And there's a whole variety. There's cloud computing for consumers, right? And consumers have probably been doing it longer than businesses have been doing it. Businesses are starting to use it now.
Now, a cloud computing that a person might use, that would be like Gmail or something along those lines that people can access via the internet at any time.
Right.
Now businesses are starting to do this. The uptake has been quite quick over the past 2 years. Do you think that the economic downturn has opened people's eyes, in a sense, to the benefits of cloud computing?
Oh, absolutely. One of the major benefits of cloud computing is cheaper and faster. So coming out of the recession, it's interesting that cloud computing is resurfacing now because it's coming to us at a time when people, individuals, and companies need to obviously do more with their dollar.
Now, when it's cheaper, let's just talk about that for a moment. Does that mean, let's say I'm a medium-sized enterprise and I've decided I want a new kind of ARP system, but I'm not sure I want to make a huge investment in the servers and all that kind of technology and various applications because they change all the time.
Right.
If I come to you, Doug, and I say, okay, this is a situation I'm looking at, are there really substantial savings to be found by going this route?
Well, absolutely, because if you're out building that environment for yourself, you've got to build it for the maximum users that are going to actually use the system.
Right.
In a cloud environment, you only pay for what you use.
Okay.
So the ideal workload or application to put into a cloud is one that is cyclic, goes up and down, because you're only paying for what you use.
So this is, in essence, this sounds like it could be very scalable. For example, if my business was, let's say, seasonal,
yes,
and I had, let's say the fall was when I had the greatest amount of traffic on my site and in terms of my computer system, I could just pay for the capacity I need then, as opposed to paying it for 12 months of the year?
Well, exactly. Not only that, it becomes an operational spend because you're procuring a service versus buying hardware and software and networking and all those things that you would traditionally buy with IT. You're just buying a service. So instead of a capital spend, it moves to the operational spend line.
So you're talking about moving it off the balance sheet and onto the income statement.
Exactly.
Well, that's always good to do that. Now, in the work you do, does it take a long time to set up a cloud system, say?
Well, there's really two different types of clouds. There's a private cloud, which will be built behind the client's firewall for their exclusive use.
Okay.
That can take some time. It could take 5 months to build out a private cloud and do it properly. But a public cloud service, if you want to go and buy services from a public cloud provider, you can buy it today and have it today.
Excellent. Well, on that point, let's end here, and we'll start our part 2, and we'll talk about cloud security.
Excellent.
Thank you.